Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Started off, Mindy, with the 49ers and the Eagles. Uh, Storylines, Mindy, here. Obviously, the Eagles going to be a favorite, 2.5 and 45 in this one. But the Niners come in with the long winning streak. The Eagles, what do they have? They have home field. They finally have their quarterback back and healthy. Um, I don't know if you look up and down the board, maybe the more talented roster is on the 49ers side. I think a lot of people would probably agree with that. Is home field worth this much? And is that why the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl instead of the Niners? If we real home field's worth 3 points, maybe not against an elite team. So maybe these two teams are just on equal footing, and we're just seeing the home field edge.
Yeah, I mean, I think this line is fair, right? I mean, Eagles at home, it's going to be tough. You have, weather as well. But I mean, I just kind of see it as don't forget 49ers, the last 10 games, 9-1 here against the spread. I think the 49ers are really going to have to just go ahead and probably commit to the run today. And then that's going to open up play action here. Over the last 5 games, 49ers are 5-0, scoring, 34 points per game. Eagles 3-2, scoring 25. 49ers have the first ranked defense, only allowing 16 points a game compared to those Eagles who have the 7th best defense, 20 points per game here. 49ers, like we talked about, 9-1 against the spread here, only allowing 15 points. I just think it's one of those that I think the 49ers here are going to be too tough for this Eagles team. Also want to take a look at something else too. Strength of schedule, right? The lowest strength of schedule this year in the NFL are the Giants, the Eagles, and the Colts. I think this is going to be the toughest game of the year for them. I think it comes at a bad time. I'm taking the 49ers here, plus the points.
All right. Well, I'll have to take the 49ers with you. I just feel like they have the better personnel. Yeah, they're going to have to, I don't want to say overcome having a rookie quarterback in there. Obviously, Purdy, I don't want to say he struggled last game. I mean, he's a rookie quarterback, and that was a tough game. They still got through it. It was definitely, I would say, his worst. I don't want to even say worst game. How about his least best game, right?
Least
I mean,
best, yes, right.
he still was you know, uh, pretty effective in the last game, and it's always a big issue, right? If you got because you just don't you gotta have a veteran in these roles, don't you? I guess not. I mean, you got to go with who you got. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Purdy at this point, considering he's been in, yeah, he's a rookie, but he's had enough experience now, especially he's had experience in playoff games too. So, to me, remember last week I was mad at us, Mindy, for wanting to take the over in that game. I mean, look, this total's probably too high as it is, right? I mean, especially consider, yes, I see the chat saying, Jalen Hurts is also not, at 100%, I would guess. He looked pretty darn good. So, 49ers better in every position except QB and wide receiver. Really? A wide receiver,
Maybe. I mean, AJ Brown is lights out. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, Debo.
We got our guy. We got Debo. We got Ayuk, right? We got
Yep.
weapons. We've got CMC. Eagles are, you know, they're the Eagles are the team that, you know, when things got a little rough down there were big questions. Now they were in some big tough division games and all that. So numbers gang from the area there, and says he's going to be on 49ers. TJ also, it looks like. So Bo Dunn says you don't see rookie quarterbacks get to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So
I mean, sometimes streaks are meant to be broken. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I think this is gonna be a great game.
well, I just think when you have the number one defense on your side now, the Eagles crowd is great.
Defense wins
Uh,
championships.
yeah, I mean, they've earned their home field advantage. That's a big deal, and I guess that's why they're favored. It's not terrible to have those 2.5 points in your back pocket, and the fact, if you look at it, Mindy, I think if you look at it across the board, that the Eagles not only are favored by 2.5, but it's also, well, it's juiced to the Eagles. So if you wanted to buy it up to 3, you're not going to be paying a terrible price.
Right.
Probably just $1.25 or less. So, those 3 points could be extremely valuable, obviously, in a game like this.
Right.
So
Exactly.
Angels on the 49ers as well. And I'm gonna do it with you. I mean, I wish maybe we can get. Let me see if we'll get 3 in the back end. I don't know if we will.
Not so far. Not when I
Oh,
looked this
really? You've
morning.
already, yeah. Well, no, Mindy. I think we will now. Yep. I think we'll be able to get 3 at minus 120 or 125.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I haven't looked. I'm only looking at the odds screen, so I
Okay.
actually haven't gone into the back end. They do. It's usually right on. I mean, it does mirror a couple of two of the toughest lines in the world that we bet into. So
Right.
we can't just make our picks and make up the spread. I mean, we have to bet into. I say bet, but make our picks into live betting lines. So I think the points are also valuable just in case. And, you
Sure.
know, in a big game like this, when I go into it, I'll be betting all over the place I'll be taking the 49ers at, plus 2.5, plus 3, plus 3.5, plus 2, plus 1.5, just all, splitting my wager between a bunch of close numbers. So numbers gang coming in. He says a plus 5.5 is minus 180. I don't know if he doesn't mind that necessarily. I mean, obviously, when you get to 6, you're going to end up, like in the two, probably in the two. To go up from 5.5 to 6 is a big deal. So,
Right. Right. But yeah, and I
very
just looked on our site, Ramon, and we can get it. So at +3.
well. We're in. You can lock it in. I mean, I'm
I
on
just
with you.
did.
I'm
I
not.
just locked it. I just locked it because I don't want to miss out on on that. It's pretty valuable half point, I'm gonna say.
And again, I don't think you're ever going to see, a full sweep of our chat or anything. This is a championship game, and in a game like this, it could come down to probably some type of luck as well. But you want to be on the right side. I'm willing to take the points here with the 9 plus 3 with the Niners. You know the best team. I will say this, Mindy. The one great thing about these two matchups, looking ahead to the Super Bowl, no matter who wins the games today, the spread's going to be just like these two games today. It's going to be 1 or 2 points.
Right.
In fact, looking ahead, if the 49ers were to, well, let's just look from the AFC side. If the Chiefs win, they will be a small favorite over both NFC teams, 1.5 against the Eagles, 2.5 against the Niners. If the Bengals win, they'll be slight underdogs to the two NFC teams. The 1 point against the Niners and 2 points against the Eagles. So, either way, it's going to be awesome. In the Super Bowl as well, closely rated game, no anticipated blowouts. So, great comments from everybody. Not much we could do. Mentions Ron mentions the teaser. I mean, this one is absolutely ripe for teasing through the key numbers, through the other way. So
That's right.
the standard Wong teaser is totally in effect here for these games today, and that teaser has been cash money this season when moving through two key numbers. It's been pretty darn profitable this year. You could actually just play these teasers big all year and not even have to have a job. Just play the teasers through football season. But we're not smart enough to do that, or disciplined enough to do that, or gutsy enough to do it, because you'd have to play them for thousands and thousands of dollars and uh, spread them all over the place, because they'd probably get kicked out if you just went too heavy on them. But all right, Mindy, we're on it. We're on
Here
the
we go.
49ers
+3
here against the Eagles. You already got my inclination on the total, but
Yep.
again, great. Doesn't take analysis is a dime a dozen out there, and there you see Angel, who's going to be teasing it. Yep, a dime a dozen for analysis. Anybody know? The game is the game. We're just making picks really on this one. All the information's out there. There's nothing that Minnie and I can say that are going to be too revealing. Although the strength of schedule was an excellent point. But I think you and I have liked the personnel of the Niners all season long.
Sure.
Better than the Eagles.
Right. So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab, where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.